Good morning students. In the previous video we had seen about the fiber connectors. So the last topic in this module 2 is your fiber couplers. So fiber couplers is we are going to use a coupler that is going to connect the two fibers where the light is going to be transmitted from the main fiber into one or more branch fibers there. So here using the coupler the light can be coupled from one main fiber into a branch, one or more branch fibers. So here in this case, these devices can be used, these couplers can be used to divide or combine the optical light signals there. So the application where you can use your couplers are, it can be used in data buses, LANs, computer networks and telecommunication access networks. So here we can have the passive devices for fiber couplers where this passive devices, here the power transfer is going to take place either through the fiber core cross section or through the fiber surface. So if it is going to be done through the fiber core cross section, it is going to be done by the butt joining of the fibers there or by using the imaging optics. So between the fibers. So one is through the fiber core cross section. So fiber core cross section means we can do it by using a butt joining process or by the imaging optic process there between the fibers. The second way the power transfer can take place is through the fiber surface. So when the optical power is going to be transferred through the fiber surface, that is going to be normal to its axis, so that the guided modes are going to be converted. The guided modes are going to be is going to be propagated in both the cladding and the refracted modes are going to be enabled there. So which is going to have the power sharing mechanism, that is surface interaction type. So surface interaction type is the guided modes will be travel from the core to the cladding surface, and the cladding surface whatever modes are there, those modes are going to be called as refracted modes, and it is going to enable the power sharing mechanism. That type is going to be called as a surface interaction type. So here your multi-port optical fiber couplers can also be divided into following main groups there. One is it can be an 3 and 4 port couplers. So in your 3 and 4 port couplers we are going to have signal splitting operation, distribution and combining of the optical signals there. So in star coupler what we are going to do is distributing a single input signal is going to be distributed to multiple outputs there. Next is wavelength division multiplexing devices. So in a wavelength division multiplexing devices, what we are going to do is, we are going to take a number of optical signals with different wavelengths and we are going to transmit in parallel on a single fiber there. So here a multiplexing technique is going to be used where the different optical wavelength signals are going to be taken and it is going to be multiplexed and transmitted in a single fiber. So here these are the examples of your optical fiber couplers. So first is your splitter, that is your 3 port. 3 port is, I am going to have your port 1, this is going to be port 1, this is your port 2 and port 3. So through the port 1 my optical signal is going to enter and it is going to get splitted into the 2 ports. So the ratio of how the signal is going to be splitted is going to be defined by the coupler what we are going to use. And next is combiner. So again this is also a 3 port coupler where I am going to combine the two optical signals into a single optical signal there. Next is coupler. So coupler is, this is your 4 port coupler. So 4 port coupler I am going to have 4 ports. In this I can use this to one set of ports as a transmitting ports and the other one as a receiving ports. So depending upon how we are going to configure, it is going to act as a 4 port transmitting coupler and a receiving coupler there. Next is star coupler. So star coupler is, I am going to have n fibers, m fibers here or n fibers, and here also I am going to have the n fibers here. So this number of fibers can be same if the value of both sides are going to be n, or it can be m at one side and the n at the other side. So when I am going to take the number of fibers, I am going to twist those fibers and I am going to have it as a star shape there. So after twisting it, I am going to apply the FBT technique and see that this is going to be elongated, so that my signal can be combined and can be transmitted through the fiber, and then at the receiver I can distribute it. Next is your wavelength division multiplexer. So wavelength division multiplexing is nothing but two wavelengths I am going to take. So I can take lambda 1 and lambda 2. These two wavelengths are going to be combined and then it is going to be transmitted on a single fiber, that is lambda 1 plus lambda 2. So multiplexing technique, multiplexing these two signals and then transmitting over the single fiber. Next is your wavelength demultiplexing. So wavelength demultiplexing is the combined signals can be separated out at the receiver side, that is called demultiplexing. So I can separate it as lambda 1 and lambda 2. So here first we will see about your 3 and 4 port coupler. So in a 3 and 4 port coupler, here I am going to use the light from your input fiber is going to be coupled to the output fibers there. So our output fibers, it is going to be how the light is going to be coupled is going to depend on the degree of overlap between these two fibers there. So here in this case, the input power, it can be distributed in a well defined proportion. Either I can have it as equally or I can have 10:90. So 10% of power in one fiber and 90% of power in the other fiber, or 20:80 or 30:70, depending upon the amount of overlap that is going to have or the lateral offset what is going to have, the power is going to be distributed accordingly. So here in this case, the bidirectional coupling can also take place. From the other side also we can have the coupling to take place, where it is going to be suited for your multimode step index fibers there. So here in this case, the excess losses, there are going to be excess loss because all the input light cannot be coupled into the output fibers there. So as a result, in a 3 or 4 port coupler, we are going to have excess loss there. So here in this case, the other one is we are going to use a partial reflecting beam. So here a partial reflecting surface is going to be applied directly on the fiber there. So this is your fiber, we are going to have a partial, this is your fiber core axis. We are going to have a partially reflecting mirror that is going to be cut at an angle. So it is going to be applied to the fiber end face at an angle of 45 degrees there. So when it is going to be placed at the fiber angle at an angle of 45 degrees, when a beam is going to be sent, the input signal is going to be sent to inside the fiber, it is going to be reflected. So some of the waves are going to be reflected and some is going to be transmitted. So here in this case, it is going to depend upon how much percentage of the beam is going to be transmitted and how much is going to be reflected is going to depend on the properties of the mirror, the semi-transparent mirror we are going to use here. So the losses for this device is going to lie in the range of 1 to 2 decibels. So here your multi-mode and single mode fibers have to be fabricated there. So we are going to go for the structure of the parallel surface type of Grind rod lens 3 port coupler there. So here in this case we are going to have two quarter pitch lenses with a semi-transparent mirror in between them. So you can see here, this is your graded index rod lens micro optic fiber coupler there. So it is going to have a parallel surface. So parallel surface it is going to have. Then we are going to have the 3 ports. 3 ports are going to be F1, F2 and F3. And a mirror is going to be placed in this parallel ports there. So parallel surface. When a mirror is going to be placed, what happens is if a light is going to be sent through this F1 fiber, it is going to be collimated. That means the beam is going to be expanded. So when the beam is going to be expanded, when it strikes the mirror, what happens is a portion of the wave will be reflected back and the remaining will be refracted there. So here in this case the remaining will be transmitted and it will go to the receiver side there, and a portion of the wave will be reflected and it will be entering the fiber 2 and it will be going through the fiber 2 output there. Similarly, if I am going to see, and this is your another beam which is going to enter. So when the another beam is going to enter, it is going to strike this mirror surface, and when it strikes, a portion of this wave is going to be reflected and remaining is going to be transmitted. So these transmitted waves are all rays are all going to be combined and it is going to be got at the output of the fiber. So in the other case, the reflected waves are going to be combined in this port and we are going to get it out of the fiber 2. So here this is the other type, this is your slant surface. So slant surface means in vertical we are going to keep. So when a light is going to be incident on the fiber, the light is going to be collimated. When the light is going to be collimated, it is going to strike the mirror which is going to be placed in the slant position. So as a result, a part of the light will be reflected back and it will be sent out here, and part of it will be transmitted along the fiber and it will reach the output of the fiber there. So this is about your graded index rod lens micro optic fiber. Next is a fused biconical taper technique. So fused biconical taper technique, again it is here a 4 port. Here in this case the fibers are going to be twisted and then twisted together and then spot fused. So it is going to be spot fused under the tension such that this fused tension will be elongated. So when this fused tension is going to be elongated, it is going to form a biconical taper structure. So when it is going to form a biconical taper structure, we can form this as a 3-port coupler there. So by removing one of the input fibers there, so this input fiber can be removed, and with the help of the other ports we can have it as a 3-port fiber there. So here in this 3-port coupler, so how we are going to do is, your optical power is going to be launched into this optical fiber there. When the optical power is going to be launched into this cable, what happens is, by the principle of total internal reflection, you are going to have the wave to be reflected back. But at one stage what happens is, the instant angle condition, critical angle condition is not going to be met, and as a result, due to the biconical structure, a portion of the wave will be refracted out of the core. So that means that it will be refracted and it will be moving to the other end of the coupler there. So when it goes there, we are going to have the higher order modes will be escape from the core of the first fiber, and it will enter into the core of the second fiber there. So here these higher order modes are going to leave the fiber core because of the reduced size here, and as a result it is going to be guided in this cladding region there. So here this is your in the core, it is going to be sent, and the remaining portion of the wave or the ray is going to be sent in the cladded portion modes. That is called fused biconical taper technique. The excess loss in your 4-port coupler is going to be 10 log to the base 10 P1 by P3 plus P4 decibels there. So insertion loss for the ports 1 to 4 is going to be 10 log to the base 10 P1 by P4 decibels. Crosstalk that is going to occur in the 4-port coupler is going to be given by 10 log P2 by P1 to the base 10 in decibels. So split ratio is, how the ratio is going to be split is P3 divided by P3 plus 4 into 100%. Or I can write as 1 minus P4 divided by P3 plus P4 into 100%. These are the different losses that are going to occur in the couplers there. Next is star coupler. So star coupler is, as I said, you are going to have the optical signal from a single input fiber is going to be got, and it is going to be sent out to the multiple output fibers there. So the manufacturing technique what we are going to use for your multi-mode fiber star couplers is going to be your mixer rod and the fused that is your FBT methods there. So your mixer rod methods, are going to be a thin platelet of glass. So first method is mixer rod and the second method is going to be FBT methods. The mixer rod method, what we are going to do is, we are going to take a thin platelet of glass is going to be employed there. So where it is going to mix light from one fiber, divide it among the outgoing fibers there. So it is going to be used to produce a transmissive star coupler or a reflective star coupler there. Here are fibers where the star couplers are going to be bundled, twisted, heated and then pulled to form a device. So here ideal star coupler, what it is going to do is couple the optical power from any input fiber, and it is going to be evenly distributed among the output fibers. So here we can see that the total loss is nothing but the theoretical splitting loss together with the excess loss. So the splitting loss is going to be related to the number of output ports we are going to have. So a reflective coupler is going to have, the N coupler is going to be equivalent to the total number of ports, both inputs and outputs combined. So I can write the splitting losses of the star coupler to be 10 log of N to the base 10. The excess loss in a star coupler can be written as 10 log to the base 10 Pi by summation of Pj, that is where j varies from 1 to N, the number of ports here. So we said you are going to have a mixer rod. Mixer rod is, we are going to have a thin platelet of glass where the light is going to be focused into the glass, and these lights are going to be combined and then it is going to be sent to the output fiber there. So this is your fused biconical taper. So fused biconical taper is, we are going to take the number of optical fibers twist it, and then we are going to fuse it, and then by the FBT methods, and then we are going to give that optical power to the outputs here. So this is your fixed fiber fused biconical taper 8x8 port coupler. So a WDM is nothing but a wavelength division multiplex coupler. So where it is going to combine the different wavelengths of your optical fiber into the fiber, and then separate the different wavelengths at the optical signals at the receiver side. So here in this case, we are going to multiplex a number of optical carrier signals onto a single optical fiber by using different wavelengths of the laser light. So here it is going to enable, wavelength division multiplexing is going to enable the bidirectional communication over a single strand of fiber. So here in this case, the capacity of the fiber can be increased. So a passive wavelength division coupler is nothing but it requires no power for operation, redistributing the optical signal without optical to electrical conversion. So here there are different types of couplers. One is Y coupler. So Y coupler is nothing but it is going to have the Y shape. So Y shape means I am going to have like this. So the coupler is going to be, and this is your Y coupler there. So where the lights are going to be combined through this, and it is going to be received at the receiver side, or it can be the other way around also, it can be like this. So here in this case, the light is going to be entering into the optical fiber, and then it is going to be split at the receiver side. Here the lights are going to enter at the transmitter side, and it is going to be combined at the receiver side. T coupler is, I am going to have a T shape. So T shape is, I am going to have the light to enter here. So a portion of the light will be reflected this side, and remaining light will be propagated along the fiber. So this is your T coupler. So it splits the signal into two fibers there. One output signal is going to be greater than the other. Next is your X coupler. So X coupler, we know that this is your X shape. So it is a 4-port coupler similar to that. It is going to combine a splitter and a combiner in a single package. Star coupler is going to distribute the optical signals from more than two inputs among the several output ports there. Tree coupler is going to split or combine the signals from one input fiber to more than two output. So this is about your couplers. So with this we come to the end of your module 2. Thank you.